Hi guys, this is another chat session with Debbie from Wrestling in 60 Seconds and
Wrestling in 60 Seconds with me, Hot Mess Deborah.
for a minute there I thought she forgot who she was, huh? Alright, let's talk about what's happened this week in the world of wrestling. You know, and right now I know we both look like hot messes, but it's been a big weekend for us. Traveling back and forth from Orlando and getting home late and everything else, and trying to put up videos for you guys on our Wrestling in 60 Seconds channel on YouTube and on TikTok at Debbie Jeans 8. So let's start off right off the bat. First, Hot Mess, I want to say to you that this week's Collision I thought was like off the charts.
It was so good.
You know, we had so many things. Like we had the Toni Storm Mariah May situation.
Yes, we did.
You know, and the fact that Mariah May came out and attacked Toni Storm was just amazing. And it showed kind of like a different side of Mariah May.
It most definitely did.
And then we had the debut of Gabe Kidd from New Japan. And I was actually shocked that AEW would bring him over, especially in the past of what just happened, you know, maybe a month and a half ago with him and Kenny Omega in New Japan. And all of that was caught on tape. I was shocked about that. And then, all right, let's talk about the elephant in the room. And Hot Mess, what do you think I'm referring to?
Well, I think there could be a few things that you could be referring to.
Well, do tell.
Well, let's see. Could it be with NXT?
No, but you're in the right program. I'm talking about the elephant in the room with WWE SmackDown.
SmackDown, yes, definitely. Oh my goodness.
I don't know about you guys, but I heard, and let me just say, your comments that you put out, you make online to us, we listen. We tell people in the industry your comments, your thoughts, your feelings about things. So I love the comments. We love the comments. Tons of times we have long discussions about what things you've commented about. So thank you.
Yes, thank you so much.
A lot of people that we have spoken to did not like that long entranceway that the Rock, the Final Boss, whatever you want to call him, made into the ring. It seemed like a 10-minute walk for him to get to the ring, you know. And then once he got there, it was like he wasn't sure what he was going to say. You know, yeah, he started singing and the crowd loved it, and that was great. And he announced WrestleMania 42 in New Orleans, which we are kind of thinking about. I hope you guys are thinking about it too. But his conversation that he had with Cody Rhodes, and he was talking about he wanted Cody to become corporate Cody. Now, I've read stuff online from other viewers. I've seen stuff on TikTok. I've talked to people out there that were in the audience. I just want to say this. I think that the reason The Rock said that he wanted Cody to become corporate Cody is that for years, everybody's trying to get Cody to turn heel. And he would not do it. He would not turn heel. I think that we are going to get a different side of Cody. It's not going to be a heel version, but it's going to be a little different than what we normally would see Cody be. And I don't know. I mean, like, Cody is Cody. If it works for him, why not leave it? And I get the naysayers who say, well, you can't always be the good guy, you can't always be the heel. But let's go on to the next topic, which has, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I have to say this. This reminds me of when, years ago, corporate wanted Stone Cold Steve Austin to turn corporate.
You know, I forgot all about that. Touche, Pooh. Touche.
And they had him in a suit and tie, and he didn't act anything like Stone Cold Steve Austin. You know, I mean, he had to be that corporate Stone Cold Steve Austin.
They had to put him in the suit.
They had to put him in the suit, the tie, the nice shoes.
They censored his language.
They censored his language. I mean, you know, and I'm just kind of like, oh, well, this is bad. Like when that happened, because if you remember correctly, Stone Cold Steve Austin did it for a while.
But then he couldn't take it anymore.
But then he just couldn't take it. He ripped off that tie, and he just went back to the old Stone Cold Steve Austin that everybody loved.
Good point, Hot Mess. Anyway, I think we need to also address, we attended the TNA Wrestling at Full Sail, and it was like a homecoming. We used to go to Full Sail to see NXT in 2016, 2017, and, 2018. And it was like going back home, and it was so weird too, because we got to see a lot of folks that we did not see in a long time. Now, I will tell you that I had like one of the best experiences there on Thursday, the first taping that they had there, the live show there. I had gone into the building that's next to the television studio, and it was so odd, and I was coming out, and I couldn't understand because there was other people in this building, and it was only like 3:30 in the afternoon, so there was really no reason for this to be happening. But I went to leave the building, and the doors were locked, and I thought, well, that was so strange. And as I'm walking up to the door, there was a security guy outside, and lo and behold, it was Alicia Edwards of the System. And I was like shocked. And actually the security guard had to yell to let me know how to get out of the building. But there was many people, other people besides me in the building. They were working on computers and attending classes and stuff like this. But why the doors were locked, I don't know. But anyway, I went outside and I said, Alicia Edwards, oh my gosh, I am so surprised to see you. And we were walking, and she was like, well, I was trying to get to my car. And I was like, well, where's your car located? And for the old OGs of Full Sail, I'm going to tell you a little secret. Back in the day when NXT was there, they used to let NXT and all the talent park behind Full Sail and not in the front of the parking lot. And for some reason, they wouldn't let the talent. They had to park in the parking lot. And it was like, holy cow, I could not believe that they allowed them to do that. So in any case, I asked her where she was trying to get. She said, well, I thought I could get to my car. I'm like, where's your car parked at? And she said, it was out there. And then I asked her, because for those who didn't know, it was Hot Mess Deborah's birthday on Friday. And so I asked Alicia Edwards if she would come out to the car and tell her happy birthday. And Hot Miss Deborah was so surprised.
I was shocked. I was shocked beyond belief, but so happy. And I just thought it was so nice that she actually took the time to come out and wish me a happy birthday. And I have to be honest with you, I was so excited, and my mind was going a mile a minute of what to say. And the only thing that I could really say was thank you and trust the system.
Trust the system. And she got so shocked from that she would actually know who the system was. And it was just funny. And so it was a nice meet. That was the first time. And then once I got Hot Mess Deborah out of the vehicle and into her wheelchair and we started heading up, who else did we run into?
Joe Francis. I mean, excuse me.
AJ Francis.
AJ Francis, I'm so sorry. But I have to say, that man, I know he is such a bad guy, but he is like the nicest guy
If you ever meet AJ Francis, he's one of the nicest people. And we asked to get pictures with him, and he was nice enough to take them, which we were so surprised.
And I'm so sorry about the mistake, sorry.
Anyway, it was a great show. We were very shocked. So was everybody else in the audience when Elias came out, because it just seems like a month ago AEW put out their All Elite with Elias on it, and everybody was a little confused, like, is he signed with TNA? Is he working as just an independent contractor? We never did get those kind of questions answered.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of like him with Joe Henry. I don't know how you guys felt about it. I liked their little mini concert that they did. It was very interesting. And then the other debut that they had was the Colons. Now, I was very surprised. They used to be in WWE. They did a very short run in WWE. But I heard that actually one of them is Carlito's brother. But I cannot verify that to be sure. So, but in any case,
they both look like so much like
him.
I always thought that maybe they were his sons, but oops.
Yeah, I don't think they're Carlito's sons because they seem close to the same age as he is. But I was surprised that they had joined the system. Yeah, I did not know that the system was interesting in expanding their group, but it does make a better fraction for the system. Definitely. The other surprises that we had, of course, Tessa. And yes, that was the first time we had ever seen Tessa Blanchard in person.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say that she's a lot smaller than what I thought that she would be.
Yeah.
It was just interesting. Also, we loved Ash by Elegance and Heather by Elegance. Their outfits were in homage of Minnie Mouse.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was so cute when they came out in the ring in their little costumes, and I thought, oh, how appropriate. Orlando, okay. Ryan Nemeth, yeah, he came out and he did actually 2 short promos saying that his brother was doing well and that he should be back on the show. Of course, they did a lot of build up to Sacrifice. We can't forget about that. Friday night, we were there too. We got the ultimate surprise Friday night. I'm going to have to lean up here and get something. Here we go. All right. For those who didn't know, Izzy Morano. When we were going to Full Sail back in 2016, you know, she was dressing up a lot like Bayley, and they showed her a lot at NXT. And if you haven't kept up with her, she is such an amazing young woman, inspiring other young girls to become wrestlers. She's went on to Mission Pro Wrestling, where she has wrestled, and she's wrestled, Thunder Rosa. She's wrestled other people. She's got belts now. And she's still only 17 years old. And wrestling promotions will not sign you until you're 18 years old. So it was kind of ironic and kind of full circle for us, because we're sitting there, and lo and behold, Izzy and her mom came, and we were so surprised, and we hugged each other, and we thought, how ironic, because the last time we saw each other was at Full Sail on her birthday, and it was her birthday that night too, and it was the last day of radiation. Many people don't know that Deborah had
I had breast cancer
back in 2018. And so she was like, I've got to give you guys Izzy bracelets. So we got Izzy bracelets and BFF bracelets from Izzy. And we talked about, the business and just kind of catching up with each other and where we were and where we are now. And it was a blessing.
And how ironic it is that we were there and we met up again. And, it was just so really cool that, how that moment,
for it to come full circle again. Also, that night, it was unbelievable. TNA did a great show. Both nights were sold out. I did ask if the possibilities of them coming back, and I kind of got a little nod, so I'm hoping that soon, it won't be anytime soon, but that they'll come back to Full Sail. So if you didn't get tickets, if you didn't get a chance to go, you'll be able to go again, because actually Orlando is a big wrestling town. We've had WWE and AEW events in the same night within a mile apart, and both of them sold out. So you can classify Orlando as a wrestling town. I got to see some of our subscribers, which is always nice. We always enjoy meeting up with you guys.
Yes.
And so before we kind of call it quits, because GF is going to be on before too long, and everybody is going to want to be getting off here and watching that. But
Legends, Future Greats.
Legends and Future Greats. And it was really good. We had a great weekend. I hope your weekend was as good as ours was. And until next time, be safe and
always bye for now.